Great fight from both those players, though. But Bungie's being very, very dominant this round so far. He's going to be a shoe-in for one of the favorites earlier on.
I don't know if the Kwazi Daddywhere.
I believe that's it. I don't think that they get another round here.
Yep. We got 2-2 for Daddywhere Kwazi though. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I thought that was 5-1.
That's 5, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we still got a. This is a good match here. Heavy Mace versus Two-Handed Hammer.
I believe that was 5. Well, whatever. If he wants to do it again.
Yeah, I defer to the ref on that one. I'm pretty sure that was 5 games.
Well, Daddyware fighting Kwazi here. Kwazi, our 2-time Trial by Blood winner. He's trying to go for a third here, a three-peat. I mean, if he gets a third win tonight, I think it's pretty safe to say he is undoubtedly the best player in Chivalry 2 duels. I don't think there would be any competition at that point.
What do you think it is that separates him from the rest of us mere mortals?
Well, he's very adaptable. He's not a perfect fighter. I don't think that he's perfect. He can be beat, but he is very adaptable. He has a wealth of experience. He's been playing since Chivalry 1. He's been playing competitive in Mordhau as well, and I think he is just one of those kind of guys that is very good when it comes to competitive tournament nerves. He doesn't get shaken very easily. When he notices he's doing something incorrectly, he knows how to adjust and counter it. So anytime somebody thinks they have him, he makes adjustments and it throws off their game, and it makes him a very, very good, adaptable fighter.
Yep. Yeah, it's funny. Anytime I've gotten a lucky win on him in the duel server, you know,
it's the only one you get.
Yeah.
It's the only one you get. He's very good about that because he makes adjustments on the fly during fights very quickly.
Yeah. Daddy, we're trying to lure him in with these hitting the ground horizontals early in the fight, and I think he just knows that the heavy mace is such a threat in neutral that he wants to avoid it. But Kwazi not falling for him. Taking a lead to basically just below half health here.
So I got somebody in the chat that's asking, are kicks not allowed? But, you know, I see a lot of newer players who, you know, haven't seen duels a lot or don't hang out in the duel servers very often and wonder why kicks aren't thrown often. Like, what do you think the reason for that is, Eruption? Why are kicks not really thrown often?
It's seen as a risk, and at the high level, we did see it a lot in, what was it, the Swag Sun God match, right? And then there was another one where they were using it a lot. And since the past, so you used to be able to actually, on reaction, if you're holding block, just hit counter on some weapons, not all, but I can remember doing this with longsword, and actually not get kicked. Now, that's since changed, and it's a lot harder to execute that now, especially without turning your shoulder. So, the issue is that now it's kind of a 50-50. It's a, you know, in fighting game terminology, it's a mix-up, because it basically, you can't hold guard, which is the normal safe thing to do in the defensive game.
Right.
But at this level, players have such fast reaction times that a lot of the times they can punish kicks on reaction, and they're not holding block to begin with.
Right. Because a lot of the time you can throw out a strike, like knowing, like I do this pretty constantly. I'll throw out a strike not knowing what they're going to be doing next, and then I'll counter feint to match whatever they do if they try and counter me. But if you don't see them doing that, you see them going for a kick, you can just let that attack ride through and you get a free hit.
Yeah, and there's wow, nice jab there to finish that one
The jab.
He's perfect in there and playing consistent. But yeah, it's a decent option. I think it's just less effective at the high level because really reaction times and just at best it's, I think, you know, a 55-45, but it's kind of just a 50-50. So
yeah,
I find the most effective when you already have the tempo in a fight. You've got the guy turtling, you've got the guy in the ropes, and you know you're faster than him. Then you throw it out just to kind of put him out of his misery. But
or if he's real low health and you know you can get a kick in.
I'll always finish a fight with a kick if that's an option, especially
if he's low enough. If he's disarmed and you know, because you can't kill somebody with a disarm, but it'll bring them down to 1 health. Kick is a really option because you can just feint into it and guarantee get a kill because they're either going to have to block it and get stunned or they die to the kick damage.
Yeah, they were switching to Polehammer. A good choice. He put this matchup earlier to good effect against Sheepy, but Kwazi, I think, gonna just stay inside, avoid the range of that Polehammer, and
oof. Yeah, I mean, the stabs are great though. The stabs on the heavy mace are really, really fantastic.
Really just makes it seem straight up better than longsword in a lot of cases.
Oh man,
like who needs the longsword stab when you got that?
Oh yeah, Kwazi just showing his roots, man. He's an absolute veteran, and he knows how to play the game, man. So we'll be seeing him later today, almost certainly.